You may be drawn to various beings depending on what day it is, depending on what kind of mood you are in, and what kind of emotional state you're in. So when I'm drawn to Hastur, I feel this natural, just like chaotic flow, like in my system that needs to be let out. It needs to find expression. It needs to find manifestation. In working with this being and working with this entity, and reaching out into his dimension, his own state, the dimension that he's in. Carcosa is kind of, disparate pieces of himself that I reach into at various points. If I need strength, I feel like either I need strength or my strength just isn't enough, I'll wear Mjolnir, and I'll work with Thor. Thor is not great for, I would say, emotional support as much as he's good for boosting the strength that you already have. And really, when you want to test yourself and not impersonate but embody Thor in the physical world, you want to embody that energy, you might connect to Thor, reach out to Thor, either working with him through offerings, or just talking to him, or working through his rune Thurisaz, and of course blessing and wearing various pieces of jewelry. This Mjolnir was actually given to me by a friend. It's my favorite one. It's also a really cool one, to be honest. But if I'm feeling that there is a really like emptiness inside me that needs to be filled with light and love, I'll definitely reach out to Kali Ma, and she's honestly very easy for me to reach out to. She's the easiest. I offer food to her when I'm eating all the time by looking in my third eye, seeing that vision, going to that place that I had the vision of while I'm eating, and saying Jai Ma in my mouth. But that's she'll always be my first and foremost. So when I work with Bogan, it's very much like power oriented, or Sith magic in general, power oriented. I'm trying to get power. I'm trying to feel some kind of, you can call it abyssal energy, or just this pure vibrating. I describe it as a vibrating ball that you just can feel in your chest that's hollow, but it's just vibrating. You just feel the power within you. And of course you can channel it into various things. You can channel it to magic. You can channel it into whatever you're doing in your day, just on an average day. It's always good to offer pennies to Papa Legba at road crossings, not crossings, but kind of in the corner where roads kind of meet and cross. Not in the street usually, unless you could do that safely. And I might say something like, Papa Legba, these pennies are for you, and then I'll walk off and not look over my shoulder, and I'll look at the pennies again. Papa Legba is just good for opening all kinds of opportunities in your life, doorways. I didn't realize how potent and really great he was until I started really working with him many years ago, and then I realized there's doorways and gateways everywhere, between everything, not just like physical things, but also between you and your next self, or you and this idea, or you and this next promotion, this next doing well in a project. There's doors between everything. So he's always good to keep in mind, and always keep a few pennies for him. Belon Samedi is very good to reach out to in graveyards, but honestly, I find the veil is thinner in graveyards for every entity, be it spirit or god. The veil just feels thinner. It's almost like the void between things, it's more present there because the veil between this reality and the void, and then the void and different realms, dimensions, is also there. But we shouldn't think that the gods or spirits are just in other dimensions, but here in various ways. And honestly, a lot of the time here physically. It just depends on what god, what spirit, and how, and there's a whole lot of stipulations. But yeah, so the veil is thinner in graveyards. The veil is also really, I wouldn't call it thin, I call it the nature entities, spirits, and gods and goddesses are very, if you're in a forest and there's not a whole lot of human development, it's almost like the sunlight that enters there is like the Rainbow Bridge. It's almost like the sunlight there is a gateway in the forests, to where those gods are, red spirits are peeking through, and also receiving. For some reason, sunlight in forests just feels differently. And in graveyards, a cloudy day always feels differently, but it feels cloudy energetically a lot of the time. You know, I often wear this. Well, I always wear this. Hold on, let me see if I can actually take it off. There we go. This is a Loyalty to the Gods band that I have. So I've been wearing this one for a while. It's bronze and it has boars on it. So I have felt a really strong connection to Freyr for not as long as some of the other gods and goddesses that I work with, the spirits. But the boar is Gullinbursti, you know, the golden boar, golden tusked boar. That's associated with Freyr. Freyr is a male fertility god, which may sound weird, and it's a certain other cultures, but there's plenty of fertility gods. I don't know why I said that, but the boar is special to him, and it's also a symbol of, you know, fertility, because it's also linked with Freyr, and also just kind of primal power and strength, similar to Thor, but not quite the same way. More nature oriented than like consciousness and God oriented, more just like the power, the masculine power of nature. And I've been wearing this one for quite a while. I used to have a raven one, and I used to have a wolf loyalty kind of bracelet. But I've been wearing this one for a while, and it always feels wrong if I don't have one on. I've been wearing this one for years, but as long as I had one on, it always felt like it was balancing out my energy, and I knew what I was about. It was just like a stabilizing effect, if you will. But yeah, I thought I'd just share some thoughts while I'm here in campus between classes. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, shoot them down in the comments section below. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe. It really helps out get traffic to the channel when you hit that like button, by the way. At any rate, I want all of you to have a wonderful day.